Well,
In the end, it's the old adage, that's why you play 60 minutes. That's why you play 4 quarters. And, you know, when you go up at the end of a game like that with 3 minutes left, it's never over. And you learn the hard way in games like this. I feel bad for our kids. I thought they fought hard. We competed really well, played with amazing effort, but we didn't get it done in the end. And no, we got a great group of guys. We got tremendous leaders. 2 of them are here with me, and we will bounce back. We'll fight back, and we'll come out and play a hard-fought game next Saturday night.
Why was Cody Kessler punting the ball tonight?
Our starting long snapper, Zach Smith, was out with a concussion, and we just didn't feel great about the operation of our normal punting team. So we went with a spread punt with Cody. We felt like that gave us the best chance.
Steve, part of the reason, obviously, you're in this situation was that the long touchdown pass when you guys were up by more than a score. What happened on that defensive break?
It looked like the quarterback kind of flushed to his right, and there was somewhat of a curl route, I think, that turned into an out route. I'm not exactly sure. It was on the far sideline. And Kevon went to knock the ball down and undercut the play. And when he missed, you know, it was nothing but green grass, you know. So I can tell you, that's what I can tell you now until I really look at the film of exactly what occurred. I know we were in a double coverage on Jalen Strong at the time, so it left Kevon a little bit isolated over there. But hopefully we can learn from it and stay on top. And sometimes it's okay to let him catch it and make the tackle and live to fight another down.
Did you guys think that Arizona State was going to run a Hail Mary on that final play, or did you think they were going to do one more shorter play?
Well, that's the tricky part with 7 seconds left. We were trying to play for both. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. You just defend the Hail Mary, but we tried to play both. We didn't get it done. It was a bit of an awkward Hail Mary because the ball didn't get thrown to the sideline. It got kind of floated back to the middle of the field, and it was a heck of a play by 21 tracking the ball and making a play on it.
You had a 3rd and 2 in the 4th there where you've been running the ball well and you went with the bubble screen. What was the thinking there?
It was a run pass option, which we've been doing quite a bit of all night. You know, I think Cody felt like Nelson one-on-one had been really successful in this game in space and was giving Nelson that opportunity. It was a really good, clean tackle by their safety on the play.
Hayes, what did you see on that final play?
Great execution by the offense. You know, they threw the ball up, you know, every team fought, you know, to that point. You know, they just, 21, you know, went up there, got the ball, and, you know, got the job done.
sorry, is there a way, a philosophy on defending a Hail Mary? We're getting a lot of Hail Marys completed this year from everybody. Is there a certain way you want to defend it?
Yeah, I mean, you like strength in numbers is one. You like to have a lot of people around the ball when it's there. You like to identify the certain guys that can jump up and knock a ball down and can go make a play. Again, I don't, you'll have to ask them. I don't know if that ball was intended to be thrown where it was thrown. And so sometimes, you know, when it's not how it's drawn up, sometimes that's better. And I think that was a little bit of the case there. But again, I'd like to think we'd have some more bodies around the ball when it was in the air. It just didn't happen. So I'll have to look at the film, quite honestly, to tell you more specifically.
The defense.
Have you played before in that situation? Have you found yourself downfield like that before?
Not, you know, completely, you know, just in those type of scenarios, you know, where I could just box out, you know, nothing jumping, nothing, you know, crazy, just boxing out defenders.
The defense rarely rushed more than 4 guys on plays. Was that more a byproduct of the game plan versus Arizona State, or do you think that you're overly reliant on your defensive line to produce pressure?
Well, we were trying to help our secondary as best we could. These guys are a good receiving core, and Jalen Strong's a heck of a player. So we were trying to keep our coverage and not get too many one-on-one matchups with them. And to do that, you really limit yourself. You're rushing 4. We liked our matchups with our guys rushing, you know, and to their credit, he stepped up in the pocket a few different times and made some throws, and we turned some guys loose and gave up yards and chunks there in the fourth quarter that in the future I don't think will happen, but we need to learn from it and get better.
Would you approach it in the future? Would you approach the situation the same way and not rush people, or would you think about blitzing?
Well, every game's different. Every game you go over the game plan and you try to do what's best for your team to give your whole team a chance to be successful. And there's going to be plays for me again, as after every game. There's 5 to 10 calls that I'm going to question myself and say I could do this different or that different. There's parts of the game plan in all 3 phases we'd like to. You look at, well, maybe next time we'll try this or try that, but that's all part of the evolution of a team and a scheme and a system as you work your way through the season.
You talked last week a lot about practicing the Hail Marys. Is he just kind of luck in some ways? What happens?
I hate saying it's luck, but it is, since the first grade you play 3 flies up when you're a kid, and you try to go jump up and catch it. And if you do, you get to go throw it. And it's how many years later, and I've seen 2 now in 1 year that I've never seen one before. I've never been part of one before. So, I don't know if you practice it and you try to execute it and you try to have the right people in place on both sides of the ball. And believe me, we practiced it this week again. And, I'm sure Arizona State did too, and they made the play.
It seemed like it took the offense a little while to get a rhythm. There's some drops early.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, physical errors are physical errors. I don't. If a guy drops a pass, that's. I don't know necessarily if he's not focused or anything like that. It's a physical error. Sometimes that's going to happen. I felt like we had some chances offensively to create some big plays. We missed on some. We were able to start to create some. I was proud of Buck. We challenged him all week about being able to make people miss in the open field. He obviously improved upon that, did a great job of it tonight. So there were areas of our game and our team that we got better tonight. And there's areas, obviously, for improvement that we need to get better at, into next week.
Let's do one more.
Where does this loss leave you guys?
It leaves us with 1 loss in conference play. It leaves us stinging with a sick feeling in our gut. And it leaves us with a chance to show who we are and to show our mettle and to show our resolve, to show our resiliency. And we got a tough ball game next Saturday night at 7:30 in Tucson against Arizona. And we need to get ourselves mentally, physically, and emotionally ready to play. And I'm very confident that we will be.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.